Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia has been working to access and expand higher learning institutions to all citizens. Maddawalabu University is among the universities established in the country based on equitable distribution of higher learning institutions. Maddawalabu University is found in Robe town of Bale Zone, 430 kilometers away from the capital Finfinne. The cornerstone for the construction of the university was laid on 4th of March 2006 by the then Minister of Education of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Ganna Zode, and the then President of the Oromia Regional State, Junaidi Sado. With this, public of the zone expressed heartfelt pleasure and appreciation to the government. Many universities in Ethiopia and elsewhere in the world are named after either name of cities or regions they are situated in, famous personalities, historical places, or historical conditions. Likewise, Maddawalabu University has got its name after a historical place in Bale Zone, which has a strong bond with history, culture, belief, and politics of the Oromo people. The place was once the center of the Gada system, the political and ritual system of the Oromo people.
It's almost about 6 and 7 years since Maddawalabu University started its activities with the base of teaching, learning, research, and other activities. Before some 6 and 7 years, there have been about 3 or 4 departments. But currently, especially by this year, the number of departments are almost 37, and no less than 11 schools or faculties. In general, Maddawalabu University is giving different kinds of teaching learning activities and facilities. We do have different kinds of departments and programs, such as the program of engineering and technology, the program of natural science, the program of natural science, mathematical science, social science. We do have also College of Health in Goba, in nursery, and also we do have, for example, medicine this time. And therefore, in general, currently Maddawalabu University, especially with the formal program, there are not less than 6,000 students. But including the summer and the other exchange students, we do have, the university is currently inculcating about 11,000 students. And not only this, in order especially to increase the quality of education, we do have different kinds of designations and different kinds of programs and strategies. Currently, our major focus is to give a quality of education which is supported by different kind of laboratory material. For that matter, last year especially, we have brought and just established almost not less than 15 and 20 laboratories in Maddawalabu University in the field of engineering, in the field of natural science, medicine, and etc.
The university, for it had no facility of its own, used the Robe Teachers Training College classrooms and offices, as well as offices of the Goba Town Administration for students' dormitories, classrooms, and other administrative and academic purposes. Maddawalabu University began its duty in December 2007 with 10 departments in 4 faculties, where it admitted 742 students. It had also 75 instructors and only 20 administrative workers. However, the university has kicked construction of its own campus in 2008 and admitted 2,980 regular students, 1,158 students in evening, and 4,138 students in extension programs in 24 departments of 6 faculties in 2009. And this created great opportunity for citizens to study any field of their interest among the available areas in the university. The university has increased its departments into 32 and admitted 3,582 students in regular and 2,000 students in evening and summer programs in 2010 academic year. Maddawalabu University has organized itself into 9 schools, 1 institute, and 1 college in 2010-11 based on the growth and transformation plan of the country. It had studied and identified fields of study with greater national benefit and opened 34 departments, where it admitted 4,415 students in regular and 3,770 students in evening and summer programs in the same academic year. The number of departments was raised to 37 and 5,309 students in regular and 5,800 students in evening and summer programs were admitted in 2010-11 academic year. Maddawalabu University has graduated 4,513 competent students in 2011-12 academic year for the first time. The Goba Health Science College was incorporated under Maddawalabu University in 2010-11, and now the university is training first-degree students in medicine. Maddawalabu University is, by many students, mentioned as a model in strengthening unity and national cohesion through strengthening the unity of its students who are members of the nations, nationalities, and peoples of the country. This has been witnessed on several festivals celebrated in the premises of the university. When the university was launched in 2007, there were only 75 Ethiopian instructors, but this number was raised to 278 in 2009, including 4 foreigners. The university has sent many instructors for second and third degrees to many domestic and foreign universities to build its capacity and of its instructors. 227 instructors out of 642 were given a chance of studying their second and third degrees within the country and abroad in 2010-11 alone. Currently, in 2012-13 academic year, there are 695 instructors in the university. There are also some 50 foreign instructors.
In order to capacitate our teachers, currently about 280 or like that teachers are getting their PhD or postgraduate education within the country in Ethiopia and also in the other countries in the world. This is one of the aspects in order to develop the capacity of the quality of education. And not only this, we do have also currently about 340 and 50 teachers there on the ground. They are with the program of master's and PhD degree. And therefore, I can say that just crisscrossing different kinds of directions. Currently, at least, we are on the hope of just on the ground of having, quality, capacitated, and those teachers who do have capacity. And also, currently, we are doing a lot of activities, especially to support the education in terms of laboratory teaching materials. And not only this, in terms of methodology, our students should get a kind of education which is supported by methodology specialists especially in terms of student-centered approach and continuous assessment. And based on that, we do have a certain kind of center and also a certain kind of workshop here in Maddawalabu University. And that center is currently launching a program of continuous assessment, training, and also a student-centered approach. With that, I can say that we are on a good ground. And not only this, where there is shortage also, we are bringing expatriate and foreign teachers from other countries, such as from India, from Cuba, and from other countries. And here currently we do have about 40 expatriate teachers in Maddawalabu University. And not only this, and by this time also we are arranging and just doing a certain program to bring, for example, expatriate teachers from Philippines, from other countries. And therefore, and gradually, this is one of the hope how we can forward or how we can capacitize the teaching learning process.
The university has 720 administrative workers, and it has given many of them the opportunity to study their first degree in the university. Maddawalabu University has established Research and Social Services Directorate in 2009-10 to realize one of the purposes of its establishment. It is conducting problem-solving researches in several areas for similar cause. In 2010-11 alone, instructors of the university have conducted 19 researches in the areas of health, education, social and historical issues, as well as in the areas of natural resources conservation and protection.
The environmental location of the university, especially in terms of the only indigenous forests, of course, which we can say in the country, and which of course can be one of the exemplary in Africa and in the world as well. In these forests, we can find various plants which are very indigenous to Ethiopia and specifically to Bali, and wild animals like red fox, Mount Nyala, and other animals are there, of course, which are very endemic. And in addition to this, in terms of culture as well, the historical heritage of the area is also very conducive for interested professionals and scholars who want to conduct research and different experiments, because this area is untouched, of course, before in all its aspects. So the culture of the society, the historical locations like Sofumar, Dire Sheikh Hussein, Maddawalabu, the Bali National Park, and the like, are very potential to conduct collaborative researches and experiments, of course, which can also be considered in terms of climate change, because if we protect this forest and the highland area in Bali, I think we can contribute a lot for the protection of the environment, which is one of the key national and international issues.
Other support which we should provide to attain the objective of the university is income generation. So we get budget from the government. Besides this, we plan to generate our own income. Nowadays we have dairy farm, as you can observe. Again, we are producing wheat. When we see the today's status, it is not as such strong, but we are planning to work we are planning to make our status enterprise.
The university is working with government and NGOs to release the research findings to the public for youth. The university has opened branches in Dodola and Gitnir towns of the zone to respond to the high demand of the public for higher education.
The university, of course, is contributing a lot for the national development endeavor. But in the other aspect which we need to consider is the potential location of the university, especially to work with different partners. Maddawalabu University is located at the center of the province of Bale, which of course have got both the highland and the lowland areas. In these two environmentally different regions, we find both the activities which are very common in the highland area, especially farming and other activities, and the lowland people are mainly dependent on cattle breeding, so they are more of pastoralists rather.
The university, in addition to academic activities, is contributing its level best to ensure good governance in the country and to strengthen the socio-economic and political development of the country. It has asphalted the roads in its compound for 7 million birr in 2010-11 academic year. It has also tried to build engineering laboratories and workshops, tried to access broadband internet services, and to fulfill teaching aids and books and other reference materials in the stated academic year. Maddawalabu University is committed for the realization of the growth and transformation plan in the education sector.
This wing is providing materials, providing different services, fast service, and providing different services which can make the university to attain its main objective. So now when we consider or when we compare the university at this status, it is on a big progress. So the objective of the university is resolved or planned from the strategic plan. So we are going to we are making the plan of GTP, and from that we are doing our role. So in this way, nowadays the university is on progress.
Having doing this, especially in the growth transformation plan, the nation has an aim of having or enrolling more than 500,000 students every year. So the university is also working toward this, contributing to this endeavor, especially in enrolling more and more students in the coming few years, and produce capable graduates which can contribute for the implementation and success of the growth and transformation plan.
In 2012-13 academic year, the university has opened 2 master's programs as part of succeeding the plan. To further strengthen the teaching learning process, The university has created cooperation agreement and relation with different universities from abroad. There are many historical, cultural, and natural tourist attraction sites in Bale Zone, where Maddawalabu University is found. Maddawalabu Historical Place, Haranna Natural Forest, Bale Mountains National Park, Sofumar Cave, Dire Sheikh Hussein Shrine, and the Sannati Highlanders, among others, are the tourist destinations in the zone. The university is preferable to conduct researches of different contents on natural resources, landscape, as well as the rich cultural and historical issues in the zone. Maddawalabu University is working well to be center of excellence in ecotourism area in the country in the future.
Is the other center of excellence? Well, one of our direction is just to go in the way of the policy of Ministry of Education of the country, and that is in order to focus on engineering education. But not only that. Our University of Maddawalabu here in Bale, and Bale is a center where there are natural tourism areas, there are natural heritage and cultural heritage. Here, anybody knows that different tourists around different countries in the world are coming to Bale because there is Dinsho Park, there is Sannati Mountains. In these areas, there are diversified kinds of, especially different kind of animals, especially wild animals, which are only unique animals, and also which are only found in Ethiopia, such as Nyala, red fox, and etc. and etc. And there are also different kind of species and plants, and also there are different cultural and heritage areas such as Sofumar Cave. There are Dire Sheikh Hussein, and other special areas which can attract center of beauties, which can attract different kind of tourists, not only from outside countries, also from Ethiopia itself. And therefore, here in Maddawalabu, we have the Department of Tourism and Biodiversity. This program and this department is focusing on this activity. And currently, we are just launching and doing projects about 30 kilometers from here in order to establish a certain kind of lodge or recreational areas and also research areas which is appropriate for the launching and touching of tourism when they are coming to these areas. And not only this, just about 100 kilometers from here, we're going to establish a kind of a research center around Shawil, which will be basing itself especially on forestry college for the research activities. And in general, we do have a lot of programs to do in terms of the quality of education, in terms of the research, in terms of attracting tourists.
The university would like to express readiness to jointly work with local, foreign, governmental and non-governmental partners for its development in particular and development of the country in general.